Back at it again with some more Metal Gear. Now, unless anything comes up that I'm not aware of, I think I might be able to beat the game this time. But we shall see what happens. So, you may remember that area with all the pits from the last episode. Well, there is actually a reason to go there. And I will show you why. As soon as I remember which way to take. Yes, looks like I must go that way. Card 3. Gotta watch out for the gas. Go. Just gotta work our way around to the leftmost wall. The bottom leftmost wall, it looks like. Go the wrong way. Yes, it looks like I did. So flashlights in there, the fire troopers over there. Yes. Well, I had a 50-50 shot, that's the way I'm looking at it. There's only really 2 ways to get into this area. Card 3. And then I believe it's card 5 for this other one here. Good. Put on the gas mask. Go up. And then we just have to go through the maze. It's amazing. I'm sure I've made that joke plenty of times on this series, but well, what can I say? I love the dad jokes. Gotta pass through here. I remember there was rations in this door here. Right, over here I want to say? Yeah! First try! Now let's see, what was in here? Rest ammunition? Yes, I'm all full on that. Now, what card do I need to go down? 6. And as a bit of an added challenge, I'm going to see if I can get through this area without doing the transceiver trick. Thank you for your concern, Diane, but it is not founded. As in, I'll be careful. Yeah, see, I told you it could be done. Ooh! Yeah. Well, I don't want to make you wait all day for me to figure that out, so I'm just going to do it the way I'm used to doing it. It is possible. It's all just a matter of time, much like a lot of things in these old games. Pattern recognition and timing. And as well as just kind of a healthy dose of Nintendo power, because, like, I don't think there's anywhere in the game that tells you how to get through that hedge maze. That's just something you have to know from somewhere. And who's gonna have the patience to try to figure that out on their own? It's not like it gives you any sort of indicator saying, yes, you went the right way the first time, and then for the other 3 you need to do something else. It just doesn't work that way. Might as well get card 3 out now. And I get the feeling the transceiver trick, that's something you might be able to figure out on your own. But I would wager that's another Nintendo power thing. I could definitely say that's gotta be the main challenge of any game, is make it too obvious, and, well, the player base will feel like they're not being challenged. Make it too cryptic, and they're gonna be like, why would you do this to me? Still trying to figure out how to strike that fine balance. Oh, that was the other Hedgemas. So it was 6. I only just did this a few minutes ago, but hey. It's hard for me to remember this kind of stuff. I didn't need to do that. I know there's a gas-covered area up ahead, Schneider, but thank you for informing me. Put on the gas mask. Yeah, definitely doing the transceiver trick. I mean, if it would just respawn me at the beginning of this building, I'd be alright with that. But the idea that you gotta go through 2 warp trucks to get through here, as well as know the pattern of the maze, that's a little much. On top of wanting to respect your time as the viewer, I also want to respect my time. Especially since I really just don't have a lot of it at this stage in my life. Maybe I'll be able to have some more time in another, 5 months or so. Okay, let's do this. Try not to get too jumpy. Thank you, Diane. Mm-hmm. Just wanted to make sure. Good. Kind of psyching myself out here. Now, I don't think it tells me which card is here, because that section of the map, unfortunately, has a big tear in it. But let's take a wild guess. Yes! Down boy! So, I feel a little stupid for not remembering this, or even just having it listed on the map, but this cell right here is very important. Let's see. Of course. Well, I got all the cards, it's gotta be one of them. It's a big rip. Right where it would tell me what number it is. Isn't that nice? Now there's a pitfall in here, I remember. But you check the wall over here, there's a secret cell. And who's this? A very lovely lady. And probably the only woman in the game you actually see rather than talk to. Oh, thank you. I'm Dr. Petrovich's daughter, Helen. My father was blackmailed into creating the awful Metal Gear. Please, help my father before it's too late. I will. If, maybe you'll go out to dinner with me for now. Snake is not that kind of person. He kind of strikes me as the kind of person that, he's so loyal to the mission that he could probably see the sexiest girl possible. And he'll just kind of be like, shouldn't we get on with the mission? I mean, you got half your body exposed there. There's no way you're going to be able to stop any bullets that way. Oh, but Snake, don't you know that I really like you? After the mission, honey, we got work to do. Of course, those that actually know a fair bit more about the character, Snake, feel free to tell me if that seems very accurate to his lore or whatnot. In the immortal words of, I want to say it was the Big Bopper was his name, that's the impression that I get. unlike James Bond, where that's his one weakness, is an attractive woman. Felt like I was gonna have more to say there, but yeah. I guess that is kind of his one weakness. And the idea that, like Batman, instead of having superhuman strength, he has human strength. And I feel like that always causes a interesting bit of character development, I guess. I mean, the way I always look at it is, if a character is perfect, they're boring. Nobody in this world is perfect. And if they never messed up, then, well, it's like you're setting very unrealistic expectations for all of us. But you'll note that when it comes to, like, some of the great action heroes, they have vulnerabilities. With James Bond, I feel like his vulnerability is the idea that he has quite a sensational lust for women. In fact, that's kind of one of the reasons why the scene of, let's see, Jill Masterson, I believe. So they were sisters, Jill and Tilly. So when she was painted in gold, I mean, obviously that picture is very iconic with the franchise, but I feel it also speaks to the character, with the idea that his mission was just to observe Goldfinger, but instead, he just stole his girlfriend, and then had her killed in the process. And as such, Emma's just kind of like, this is a serious mission, James. If you can't treat it as such, somebody else will take your place instead. And so Bond is humbled by that, and he has to figure it out. Alright. Well, kind of wonder how he got tied up again, considering his captors. Well, his captor is dead, and everybody else in the building had probably drowned in the gas, but whatever. I am Dr. Petrovich. The Metal Gear is located about 20 kilometers north of this building. It is in sub-basement 100 of Building 3. We have to set plastic explosives on the supercomputer that controls all of Metal Gear's functions. No matter what, you have to set 16 plastic explosives. Good luck. I was hoping I would rank up from there. I'm curious, so is he just... Good. So he actually is free. Tells you how to do it, and then you go from there. Right. Here we go. The last building of the game. This is where things start getting interesting. Like I said, there actually is a fair bit of story here. One that a lot of people might not think of offhand. So let's see, 3. Goal! And then it's 6. Double it. I'm curious, is there anything over this way? No. Kind of another one of those, why is that there if it doesn't do anything? Right. Hopefully I'm good on the rations. Yes. Though I'm a little annoyed, I want to get that 5-star ranking. Oh yeah. Gotta get the ammunition. Alright, I'm feeling good. I feel like I never should. Wish I could remember the rest of the song. That's, New Order, I believe is the name of the group. Trying to remember the name of the song. All I know is, every time I see you falling, I get on my knees and pray, waiting for that final moment, for some words I have to say. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's a little bit of story development here. Big boss here. Go through the door on the left. Over. Okay, I wonder why it wants me to go through here. Looks like he led me into a trap. My friends up there on the sanctuary moon. But a legion of the best troops have been posted. It was I that let the Alliance know the location of the shield generator. Do it your pitiful bad to be able to do a thing with it. Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive. I feel like I made him Slavic. Like, could you imagine a Russian Palpatine? I think your fleet is lost, young Skywalker. Or at least that's me trying to do a Slavic Palpatine. I'm trying to remember what other famous things. Oh yeah. Would you like this, comrade? I feel your anger. Join the dark side. With every moment, you become more my student. You could just tell Ian McDarland was just having a ball whenever he was playing the Emperor. Like, I mean, yeah. I know that The Rise of Skywalker is not very well liked, but you can just tell that Ian McDarland is just like, yes, I finally get to play this character again. This is amazing. Just want to make sure I knew where I was going. There's 2 pitfalls. Woo! Just enough. And there's nothing. There's nothing there. Must be another civilian to rescue. Well, Dr. Petrovich said it was in the basement, so that is exactly where I will go, yeah? I seem to be going through quite a few different accents this episode. Perhaps I can go for the Peter Lorre impression. I always kind of wondered where that voice came from. But I remember hearing the big thing that made Peter Lorre so unique is the idea that even though he spoke German, he spoke it with an Austrian accent, which I guess gave it a bit of an interesting twist. I feel like I'm putting in a little too much of a throaty accent. Okay. Part 8. This is probably going to give me the ranking I desire. Right. That was a close call. The leader of the enemy fortress is the supreme commander of Foxhounder, the big boss. He has been behind everything, including the war. Everything. He's been behind everything all along. What? No! Where's my 5 stars? Maybe there is no 5-star ranking. Now, it's the last hostage. Let's go for it. Kind of weird that in order to get the oxygen tank, you gotta go to the very last section. Oh, gosh! Big boss here. Solid Snake. Operation Intrude N313 cancelled. Repeat. Cancelled. Return to the base immediately. This is an order. Over. I don't believe you. If anybody can tell me what that's a reference to, well, I'd be impressed because even I don't know what it's a reference to. Looks like card 8 to get through this door. will admit, that is kind of one of the things. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a big twist. This idea that Big Boss has indeed been the guy behind it all. But I do find it a bit annoying that there's no ability to... there's no ability to actually return to the base and cancel the mission like he said. I would have loved to have been able to have that option. Yep. Pitfall. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything in that room. I could have sworn you got up to a 5-star ranking, but maybe I got things mixed up. So get the games. Find that rather fascinating. It says that further on ahead here, it's a minefield? Kind of a pity you can't have the gas mask on as well as the mine detector. Oh, there is no gas. I don't know what they're talking about. No, wait, the next room probably. Card 5, it looks like. Okay, first things first, I want to know. So there are mines. Okay. Honestly, the gas is probably going to do more damage than mines anyways. See? I do not remember that. Card 1. Jennifer here. The only chance is to run for it. Now. Over. Okay. First things first. I'm gonna leg it. Gotta make sure I get my rations. Alright, let's go. Woo! Just in time. Then after you get rid of the guards, all you just have to do is destroy the supercomputer. Now this is definitely one of the major criticisms of the game that I definitely agree with. This idea that you don't actually destroy the Metal Gear like in the original game, but rather you just... Is there a weapon under the rocket launcher? But rather you just destroy the computer holding it. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Emergency alert. Emergency alert. The enemy fortress destruction mechanism has been activated. Begin preparations for evacuation. Now, Solid Snake, it's amazing that you've lasted this long. Yes, it's true. Not only am I the Foxhunter Supreme Commander, Big Boss, but I've been the leader of the enemy fortress too. As a new and inexperienced member of our team, you were supposed to be tricked into carrying false information, but you accomplished too much, Solid Snake. You were too good. Don't think you can kill me so easily. Come on, try it if you can. I am going to die, so you're coming with me. Curious. This is Diane. I don't know any way to destroy Big Boss, Solid Snake. It's all up to you. Oh, Solid Snake? If only you and I... No, cancel that. Good luck. You got the hots for me? Now, the only problem is I don't know which door to take once I do defeat him. Dang it. Book is taking damage. In fact, are you supposed to be able to defeat him? Well, may as well just use up all the missiles, I guess. Try the rocket launcher. Grenade launcher, actually, would probably be a bit easier. Unless maybe this is just a distraction and you just have to pick a door and he just dies. Elevator for escape. Take the handgun, I guess. Dang it, the guy keeps running away on me. I think I'm going to die here. Yep, I am going to die. I'm always kind of curious to see what would happen after. That's it? You just drop dead. Okay. It just starts me right off here. Get off of me! We have to go through this and break the roll again. Okay. Get off! This is kind of the thing. The last few times I do remember playing this, like, I understood the assignment, so, I've never had this much of a difficulty with it. There we go. I just have to guess which door. There's only one way out, I remember. Or can you just pick any of them? Looks like I made it. This is Solid Snake. The Metal Gear has been destroyed. Operation Intrude M313 is a success. And it's all over. Everything at last. Solid Snake returned to the base. Over. Is the game doing that? I'm not putting in this frequency. This is Station K&K bringing you a spot news report. Today at dawn, there was apparently a large-scale earth tremor in the region of Galsburg. This is your computer speaking. Here are the creators of your Metal Gear game. Main program, Yoshihiro Sugimoto. Subprogram, Masahiro Ueno. I think I'll just let the music speak for itself, actually. Presented by Konami. But yet, nothing about Hideo Kojima, or whoever composed the music. In fact, I love it because the cartridge as well as the title screen says that this was made by Ultra Games, but yet the end says hmm by Konami. It's like, yeah, I guess you weren't hiding it, were you? Okay, just for fun, I'm gonna look up if there's any crazy passwords, and then fill in the rest with ones. Well, there's no way to defeat Big Boss this way. And I've only got 3 stars. Oh, you gotta love it. And now I've got 2 in there. I wonder who Kirby is. Two-star ranking. Hopefully this will be enough. I like how it still says you need to fight Big Boss. Well, I think they only give you just enough rockets. Darn. Oh well. Only 1-star ranking. Do I get any rations? Oh, good. So according to this, you only needed 9 rockets to defeat Big Boss, but you gotta make them count. It's one of those things, the first time you read it, it's just like, oh man, I couldn't believe that it was all true and he's admitting it. But, every other time it's just kind of like, yeah, I know. Oh, if I remember correctly, the cigarettes slow down the timer. Oh, it adds to the timer. Did I, like, shoot the rocket vertically? Got him. Now let's see, what other crazy ones are there? So there's one that unlocks everything. One that starts out the game with everything. Interesting. So it does look like the 4-star ranking is as good as it goes. How high does it keep going? Like I said, this is just kind of a victory lap. Maybe I got on the wrong elevator. Yeah, that certainly seems to be the case. Maybe I put that in wrong. Huh. Well, you get all the equipment at least. You know? Well, that's interesting. According to this, I start a new game with all equipment, including all key cards and 1-star ranking. Number 4-star ranking. No weapons, though. Very annoying. Curious. Does the stealth actually work still? Well, at least I could get the handgun. Mines. I would have figured when it said you can start the game with all the stuff, I figured it would have started at that opening spot. Like before, but I guess not. Not that one. Handgun at least. Yeah, that's really about it. I mean, the stealth is broken, which is pretty annoying. So, I guess that's really about it. There's no Justin Bailey or North American release password like in like in Metroid. I was about to say like in Metal Gear. I'm playing Metal Gear. I can get ammo. Why am I still playing this? I've already showed you the end of the game. Right. So that is Metal Gear. The game is heavily flawed, but, well, I still have a lot of fun with it. Until next time, keep having fun.